Some examples of authentic assessment tools for the effective domain include self-reflection journals, peer and self-assessment rubrics, focus group interviews, open-ended surveys or questionnaires, and more. These tools help educators to know the students' emotions, attitude, as well as beliefs. It is essential to know or distinguish between qualitative and quantitative data. When we say qualitative data, it refers to data that includes narratives, descriptions, as well as anecdotal records. While when we say quantitative data, it comes from surveys and scales and provides numerical score. In comparing data from different sources, it is important to look for its consistency or discrepancies in the information. And when it comes to identifying trends and patterns, we can look for the consistent changes or even behavior of the students in their effective responses. We should determine which areas did the student or students excel and show their strength and competence. And that way, we can use the data, or the data can help educators to identify which are the areas of strength and growth of a student. Interpretation of performance assessment data allows educators to know what are the necessary adjustments and supports that we need to contribute or help our students in their overall development and well-being. Using the results, we can then conclude on what to improve. It may be their emotional intelligence, their social skills, and even attitudes. And we can also improve the instructions that we should be used or the approaches. Examples of effective target includes attitudes, interests, motivation, values, self-concept, locus of control, self-efficacy, anxiety, creativity, and epistemological beliefs. These targets are integral part of authentic assessment in education. It helps educators in various ways, such as to adopt instruction to foster more positive perception. Knowing the student's interest can help educators to align curriculum with the student's passion and motivation. What motivates students, which aids the creation of engaging learning experiences. An authentic assessment helps students construct their values to their learning experiences, which also promotes ethical and responsible behavior, and overall, it contributes in building students' self-awareness, self-esteem, and reflect to their personal growth. It is to assess authentically, and that way it allows educators to identify the feelings of the students towards their learning that affects their persistence, as well as address stressors that hinder students' learning and well-being. It also measures students' belief in their abilities, informing teaching strategies and inventions. These are the factors that we have to consider in terms of selection of effective assessment methods. First, we have to align our assessment method with our objectives. Then, that includes specific effective competencies that you aim to measure and improve. We also need to consider if the method is appropriate for the age and developmental level of the learners. And lastly, we have to ensure that assessments are culturally sensitive and most importantly relevant to learners. These various assessments provides insights in terms of students' emotional, social, and cognitive skills, in which these are increasingly recognized as critical success in the 21st century. Educators can use resilience assessments or adaptability and learning agility assessments because this type of assessment allows students to bounce back from setbacks and enable them to adapt positively to the ever-changing and challenging situations.